Time now for some real talk about foreign policy. President Obama getting burned on that topic by his second former defense secretary, Leon Panetta, in a 60 Minutes interview. Listen to this.
I think the president's concern, and I understand it, was that he had a fear that if we started providing weapons, we wouldn't know where those weapons would wind up. My view was you have to begin somewhere. I think that would have helped. And I think in part we paid a price for not doing that in what we see happening with ISIS.
Panetta joins former cabinet members Hillary Clinton and Robert Gates, as well as General David Petraeus, in saying the Obama administration made a mistake by not arming Syrian rebels more than 2 years ago, before ISIS was allowed to morph into a formidable terrorist organization. So did President Obama know something more about counterterrorism strategy that his top military advisors did not? Or is his decision to ignore their advice now coming back to haunt him? Joining me for some real talk, David Avella, president of GOPAC, a training center for Republicans, and Bernard Whitman, former pollster for President Clinton and CEO of Whitman Insight Strategies. I was just so excited to see you again, David and Bernard.
Great to see you.
Yeah, I got stumbled on my words.
Good to see you, Gretchen.
All right, hopefully you're not going to stumble on this one, Bernard. What the heck's going on? A lot of top military people 2 years ago said you should arm the Syrian rebels. President Obama turned a blind eye, and look where we are now. What do you say?
Well, listen, to be honest, I think that in retrospect and in hindsight, Panetta and Petraeus and Hillary Clinton were right. Sometimes you get the call wrong, and I think particularly when it comes to making decisions about military investment and engagement based on intelligence, it's very, very difficult. I'm hopeful that we won't be paying the price 10 years from now for making the wrong call back then.
We're paying the price right now.
As we are now for making the wrong call that was made by George W. Bush and getting us into Iraq in the first place, which is a major reason why we're in this situation to begin with.
We're not talking about George W. Bush today. We're talking about President Obama and the decisions that he made to not listen to his military advisors. David.
You know, we've now reached the point, Gretchen, where even Democrats don't want to defend this president's policies. And we're also highlighted by Bernard's comments. Team Clinton no longer wants to be defined by the policies of President Obama. And they are going to do all they can to continue to distance him, distance her, I should say, from his policies, so that when she's running in 16, should she decide to do that, she can say, despite the fact that I was out there touting the president's policies to world leaders all across the country, I wasn't really for them. And instead, I'm for these new set of policies that she's going to be talking about when she runs in 16.
Bernard, is David right? Because Bill Clinton has just said in the last 24 hours that he supported 2 years ago the proposal that Hillary and Secretary Panetta and then CIA Director General Petraeus made to give the Syrians more robust weapons.
Look, obviously there was a difference of opinion, and I'm sure that there were a number of advisors on the other side arguing the case that ultimately the President Obama took, which is we should go slow, we shouldn't arm the rebels yet. In fact, you know, these intelligence estimates are very, very difficult to wade through. Don't forget, John McCain was in favor of arming ISIS for a while. So the situation on the ground was very, very fluid. Obama made a particular call. He was cautious in that part of the region, didn't want to get involved in another Middle East entanglement.
Went against all the advisors, went against all the top advisors. Okay, I want to move on to a lighter topic. Democrats would love to see more of First Lady Michelle Obama on the campaign trail without her husband, apparently, and no wonder. Pew poll in July finding she has a 62% favorability rating. Latest Wall Street Journal poll finding the president's favorability at just 40%. David, is it a smart move for Michelle Obama to go out before the midterms?
It's admirable that the First Lady wants to go out and campaign for Democratic candidates, but you can change the messenger. You can't change the message that she has to tout, and it is a message that increasingly Americans don't like, don't want, and are going to reject this November. While she'll certainly help raise some money for the candidates that she goes in for and create a little buzz for the day, it's not going to result in people voting for the candidates that she campaigns for just because she attended.
Bernard?
Look, Michelle Obama is a powerhouse. She's incredibly popular, and that also often happens in the second midterm election for presidents. Laura Bush was out there on the stump when George W. Bush's president presidency was sort of in the toilet in 2006. Michelle Obama, extremely popular. She resonates with people. She connects with people emotionally. She's done a lot of amazing work to help stem the rates of childhood obesity in this country. And she speaks in a way that average Americans can connect with.
Okay.
I think the president will be out there where he can help. And I think Michelle Obama in races like Kay Hagan's and Michelle Nunn's and Alison Grimes in Kentucky will be very helpful.
The president may be out there, but it will be up to the candidate whether or not they want to be seen with the president. And by the way, Bernard, you're 2 for 2. You somehow brought President Bush into both of your topics today. David and Bernard, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A second security incident.